All right, diving right in today. Big question. Did Hitler actually improve the lives of everyday Germans?
A really complex one.
It is, yeah. And I've got excerpts here looking at what he promised and, well, what actually happened.
Short term versus the long game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what we're here for. Can we really say any good came out of it for the German people themselves based on what we're looking at?
Should be fascinating to dig into that. The material you've sent, it really gives us those two sides to compare. Let's jump in.
Okay, so massive unemployment, that was Germany's big problem. Hitler promised to fix it, and the sources show, wow, unemployment really did plummet after 33.
Yeah, and you see these huge public works projects popping up, the Autobahns, of course,
Everyone knows those.
then the military buildup, even forced labor. It all plays a part.
But that's where it gets interesting, right? Because
Yeah.
how is that employment actually created?
Yeah, this is key. Government spending goes through the roof. The entire economy is getting retooled, basically for war. And that, well, we see where that leads. But even before that, the sources point out, wages stay low, unions are gone.
Because Hitler banned them, yeah.
Exactly. No worker power. And a lot of women pushed out of jobs they had.
So more people working, but under what conditions? And with this single-minded focus on war.
Absolutely.
Which brings us to another promise, restoring Germany's pride, their military might. And those early moves, remilitarizing the Rhineland, then Austria, the Sudetenland, sources say people loved it.
Huge popularity boost for Hitler.
But zooming out, that so-called pride, it came with a massive price tag. Sources are very clear. That aggressive path leads straight to World War II.
Germany devastated, then divided for decades. So short term, yeah, maybe some feel-good nationalism, but long term, catastrophe.
Now, this Volksgemeinschaft thing, a unified German society, sounds nice on paper. What did the sources say that was supposed to look like?
The idea was everyone together, no class conflict, harmony, specifically for ethnic Germans.
Keyword there.
Right. And the sources, they paint a very different picture. This unity, it was enforced. Propaganda everywhere. Brutal persecution of anyone deemed not Aryan or anyone who opposed the Nazis.
Opponents, different thinkers, anyone.
And the Gestapo, the SS, they're creating this climate of fear. Constant surveillance. That's not a real community.
Far from it. What about living standards? Hitler promised to raise those too. The sources say some folks might have seen things improve, at least for a while.
Right. Initially, maybe. But then you dig deeper. Even before the war breaks out, there's rationing. Food's getting tight. Consumer goods are scarce.
Because everything's going towards the military.
Exactly. Civilian needs, they take a back seat.
And then we have Lebensraum. Expanding German territory, the sources don't mince words about where that led.
No, they're very direct. This ambition, it is the cause of World War II. Immense suffering, and Germany itself ends up destroyed.
So putting it all together, yeah, maybe some Germans saw things get better in the short term, employment up, feeling proud. But it's all built on this foundation of, well, aggression, oppression, and war is looming.
It's all connected. That's what the sources show. Any gains, they're temporary, and they're tied to this devastating long-term reality for the German people. No lasting benefits, not when you see the final outcome.
And that's the takeaway, isn't it? You see a headline, things are improving, but you got to dig deeper. What are the costs? Will this last? Whose agenda is this really serving?
Those are the questions, and these sources, they really drive that point home.
Really fascinating stuff. Thanks for the deep dive. Until next time.